Hi, my name is Webster Wheeler. I'm an exotic animal hobbyist. I'm 62 years old, and over 50 years ago, I first began keeping aquarium animals, tropical fish, and invertebrates, aquatic invertebrates. About 25 years ago, I evolved from that, keeping aquariums, into keeping terrariums and terrarium animals. I've kept all kinds of terrarium animals very successfully, and bred many terrarium animals as well. These include snakes, frogs, fish, lizards, insects, and other invertebrates, etc. I would like to, being an exotic animal enthusiast, I'd like to talk about animal welfare. I'd also like to go into other things that are very important and concerning at the same time. Animal rights, animal liberation, animal extremism, and the differences between these different ideological positions. Now, the first thing is animal welfare. If ever a case arises before the courts as to whether an animal has been mistreated or not, the people in our society that the courts turn to are veterinarians. So I will use the American Veterinary Medical Association welfare principles as my guide as to what is meant by animal welfare. And I'm going to read directly from the AVMA website what it has to say about animal welfare. The AVMA, as a medical authority for the health and welfare of animals, offers the following 8 integrated principles for developing and evaluating animal welfare policies, resolutions, and actions. Number 1, the responsible use of animals for human purposes, such as companionship, food, fiber, recreation, work, education, exhibition, and research conducted for the benefit of both humans and animals is consistent with the veterinarian's oath. Number 2, decisions regarding animal care, use, and welfare shall be made by balancing scientific knowledge and professional judgment with consideration of ethical and societal values. Number 3, animals must be provided water, food, proper handling, health care, and environment appropriate to their care and use with thoughtful consideration for their species' typical biology and behavior. Number 4, animals should be cared for in ways that minimize fear, pain, stress, and suffering. Number 5, procedures related to animal housing, management, care, and use should be continuously evaluated and, when indicated, refined or replaced. Number 6, conservation and management of animal populations should be humane, socially responsible, and scientifically prudent. Number 7, animals shall be treated with respect, dignity throughout their lives, and, when necessary, provided a humane death. Number 8, the veterinary profession shall continually strive to improve animal health and welfare through scientific research, education, collaboration, advocacy, and the development of legislative regulations. So that is the definition I'm going to use for animal welfare. The next topic I would like to go into is animal liberation. Some of you may recall an actual terrorist group called the Animal Liberation Front, or ALF. These people were responsible for bombings of laboratories and universities and whatnot, any place that used animals in research or used animals in general could be targeted. Fur farms, there are situations where thousands of mink being raised, whether you agree with this or not, for fur were released and caused havoc in the environment after that. Other animal, to define animal liberation is to give you a perspective, their goal, and I'm going to quote from the PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals website right now. This is their motto, and I'm quoting, "Animals are not ours to eat, wear, experiment on, use for entertainment, or abuse in any other way." That's directly from the PETA's website. So what that means is animal liberationists want to exclude animals, animal products, the use of any kind of animal for any purpose whatsoever from our society. They just want them to disappear from our society. That's what they want. That's what they want them to do. Now I want to move on to animal rights. What is animal rights? Isn't it the same as animal welfare? No, those two couldn't be more different. Animal rights is the principle, legal principle, that animals should be afforded a guardianship status. That is, the same level of legal rights that we would normally associate with our children. Legal rights to be able to sue for damages in court, legal rights in the criminal code, all of these things are priorities, objectives that animal rights advocates are pushing for. An example of an animal rights advocacy organization is the Humane Society of the United States. Is one, they have a very different viewpoint of animal rights than another advocacy group, which is led by prominent animal rights lawyer and lecturer Nathan Winograd. The Humane Society of the United States believes that animals really don't belong in our society, and they would like to legislatively remove them from our society by various means, whatever means they can, in my opinion. Nathan Winograd, on the other hand, believes that society can, and it can be beneficial to coexist with animals, but still the animals must be provided with far more rights than what they have now. I hope that what I've been able to do is to shed some light on the differences between animal welfare, animal liberation, animal extremism, and animal rights. In the words of Katie Couric, when it comes to these things, at least you can say, now I get it. Thanks for watching. My name is Webster Wheeler, and bye for now.